Ladies and gentlemen, Week 3 MLS Picks and Predictions. I am Mike Guillaume, Sons of a Pitch, an American soccer podcast, your host, bringing you my picks and predictions for all the games on May 1st and May 2nd. Thanks again for stopping by. If you're here, I'm sure you're a big-time soccer fan and a big-time sports bettor. Hit that like button down below. Really need these likes to help us get up higher in the algorithm on YouTube here, so really appreciate you guys hitting that like button. Also, if you're a big soccer fan and you haven't done so yet, hit that subscribe button. Turn on that notification bell so you don't miss any of our awesome soccer content. Now let's get right into these games here. We've got a lot of games over the weekend. Saturday, May 1st at noon, New York Red Bulls hosting the Chicago Fire at Red Bull Arena. New York comes in at plus 106. Chicago Fire at plus 221, and a draw comes in at plus 254. You've got the Chicago Fire not looking very good in their loss against Atlanta last week. The Red Bulls gave a fight to LA Galaxy in LA's home opener, just fell victim to a Chicharito hat trick, who's on fire right now, 5 goals in 2 games. So New York and Chicago, a team that played well against a team that didn't play so well. My pick in this one is the Red Bulls to get it done at home against a struggling Chicago Fire side. So I like those odds there, plus 106, double your money for New York to get the victory. Next game up, Real Salt Lake hosting Sporting Kansas City from Rio Tinto Stadium in Utah at 1 o'clock Central Standard Time. Sporting Kansas City comes in at plus 150, Real Salt Lake at plus 156, and a draw at plus 244. Real Salt Lake went into Minnesota and spoiled their home opener last week. And Real Salt Lake is doing well right now. They're playing well. So after that's their only one game of the season. So that's all I have to go by with them. Sporting Kansas City, the draw at home against Orlando last week. This one is a very tough one to call. With the odds the way they look, that both teams at around that plus 150 spot, a draw at plus 244, as even as it is there by the odds makers, I'm going with the draw, plus 244. My pick is a draw in this matchup. All right, Montreal and Columbus. CF Montreal, who's been playing extremely well, whooping TFC in the first round, or the first week. Second week, they go to Nashville and get a good draw result. Columbus, one of the best teams in the league, no doubt about it, from DRV Pink Stadium in Fort Lauderdale, the home of Montreal. So technically a home game for them. Montreal comes in at a plus 194, the Crew plus 117, and the draw at plus 259. I flirt with Montreal with those odds, especially with how well they've been playing. But I don't think they can get it done against Columbus, a team that is reigning MLS Cup champions and haven't missed a beat so far this season. So I really like Columbus in this matchup. I think Columbus gets it done. My pick, Columbus Crew at the plus 117 odds to beat Montreal in their pseudo home of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. All right, moving along to the next one, Houston Dynamo hosting LAFC at 2:30 Central Standard Time from BBVA Stadium in Houston. Houston comes in as your dogs in this one, plus 174 for Houston. LAFC plus 123, and a draw comes in at plus 275. Now, LAFC with the draw against Seattle with no Vela, no Rossi. Hopefully these guys should be getting back shortly. Houston loses to beats San Jose in the first week, and in the second week loses to Portland, a team that's going up in the Champions League next week, or midweek of this week. And I can't go against LAFC. With them being able to play Seattle to the draw there at home, I took some heat from Ramon last week about going against LAFC, so I'm not going against them this week. I think they easily get it done against the Dynamo, especially at those odds there. Plus 123 for LAFC. I like it. I will take it. So that's my pick there. New England and Atlanta. This one in Gillette Stadium in New England. It's 6 o'clock Central Standard Time. New England Revs coming in at minus 120. Atlanta at plus 283, and the draw comes in at plus 265. New England coming off a victory last week against DC United, who looked good in the first week, but the second week here, not so much. It's hard to tell with New England and what they're exactly going to do. Atlanta, they came off the good draw against Orlando a week ago, and then last week, whooping up on the Chicago Fire, which isn't really hard to do. Fire, not really a great team right now. So this one, I have a hard time really deciphering between the two. And with the odds at plus 265 for the draw, that is my pick. I like the draw with those good odds. Last week I got burned by not picking a lot of draws. This week I'm picking some draws this week because they always happen every week. New England, Atlanta is my pick in this one, getting the draw between those two squads at plus 265. All right, Orlando City hosting FC Cincinnati. Orlando plays a good game against Sporting KC. A lot of goals called back on offside. FC Cincinnati lays an egg against New York City FC, losing that matchup 5-0. That hurts. Losing 5-0 to New York City. I actually picked Cincinnati because I thought that was it. They were going to do well. New York City is a good team, but I thought Cincinnati had them. I was way wrong on that one. Orlando City, I can't pick Cincinnati right now. My pick is Orlando City with the odds here at, where are the odds? The odds for Cincinnati plus 519 and Orlando City a minus 222. Huge favorite in Orlando. I'm going with it. Cincinnati, unfortunately, until they start winning some games, and then maybe we'll think about picking them. But as of right now, Orlando gets it done at home at Exploria Stadium on Saturday, May 1st. All right, guys, check out that join button down below. We've got memberships here on Sons of a Pitch Soccer Podcast. And just so you guys know, I am flirting with a $9.99 bettor special, a $9.99 membership. I did put out a post, so go vote in that post poll. And let me know if you'd be interested in that $9.99 option, or let me know down in the comments. $9.99 a month, and I will do a specific video just for that tier of memberships around over-unders as well as one prop bet per match. So here are the perks as you see on the screen. Name featured in the scroll below me on live stream reactions as well as live podcast episodes. Loyalty badges and custom emojis, all for just $1.99 a month. Then you move up to the designated player level. All the starter perks plus members only lives, discounted merchandise, and get your name in the description of every single video. Those are the options there, and it is huge support for us, guys. Really is huge for Sons of a Pitch to help us continue to grow, be able to make the conversation of soccer here in the United States grow little by little. So really appreciate the support from the members. And we still have 3 spots left in the Founders Club. Just picked up another member a few days ago. Actually didn't see it, didn't get a notification on it. Josh, thank you, Josh, for joining as a designated player. You are a member of the Founders Club, and who will join everybody who's signed up so far? 3 spots left in that Founders Club for memberships. All right, enough of the membership talk. Let's get back to the games here. Philadelphia and New York City. Philly coming off a tough loss to Inter Miami. New York City, they put a big whooping on Cincinnati, as we just discussed. The odds in this one, New York City plus 213. Philly is plus 110, and the draw comes in at plus 252. Philadelphia losing to Miami, which I think Miami is not that good of a team. To me, they're not a playoff team. New York City coming off a big-time win. I flirt with looking at Philadelphia just because the fact that they're probably not going to lose 2 home games in a row. But with New York City, with how they played and how they're rolling, Jesus Medina with the brace last week, I think I got to go with New York. So I'm going to do it. My pick in this one, New York City FC to get the victory there. Now, the next one, Dallas against Portland. Dallas hosting the Timbers. Timbers are going to be playing in midweek against Club America, a game that we will have live here on Sons of a Pitch, an American Soccer Podcast. So make sure you check out that one on Wednesday night. I believe it's Wednesday night. Yes, Wednesday night. Club America and Portland will be live. Then you've got Dallas, who they're just not playing extremely well to start the season so far. They've picked up a draw against Colorado in week 1, their home opener. A Colorado team that lost to Austin FC, the expansion side, which is still a good team. And San Jose then beat Dallas in San Jose's opener on the road. So Dallas not really looking good, but Portland, they got it done. They won their matchup against Houston in week 2, and I just have a hard time going against Portland, but I really have a hard time picking them as well since they're going to be playing midweek against Club America, and I think that's going to be the focus for the Timbers. So my pick in this one is a draw. The odds are plus 219 for the Timbers, plus 104 for Dallas, and a plus 258 for the draw. I like the draw at plus 258. That's my pick in that matchup. All right, 2 more to go here on Saturday night. Minnesota United FC, a struggling Minnesota side, hosting Austin FC, the expansion team that just picked up their first victory at Colorado on the road. Minnesota, can they get off the schneid, getting blown out by Seattle in the first week, then losing to Real Salt Lake in their home opener? Austin, they lost at LAFC, then they come back last week with that victory at Colorado. The odds in this one, Austin plus 311, Minnesota at a minus 142, and a draw at plus 301. Call me a little bit crazy here, but I'm going with the underdog again. I think Austin gets it done over Minnesota, who's really, really struggling. David Ochoa punting the ball into the stands, pissing off Minnesota United as a team. Maybe that helps them rebound, but I don't know. I'm going Austin as my pick in this one to get the victory, with some good odds as well. Big time underdog plus 311. So look out there for Austin. All right, last game on Saturday night. San Jose against DC United from PayPal Park in San Jose. 10 o'clock Central Standard Time start. This one, the odds are San Jose minus 112, a draw at plus 238, and DC United at plus 293. San Jose is my pick in this one. I've got to go with San Jose. They look good in their last matchup, and Matias Almeida and that squad play well at home. So my pick, San Jose, to get the victory at home over DC United. All right, moving now to Sunday, May 2nd, and the games. There's 3 games on Sunday the 2nd. First game up, Inter Miami against Nashville. Inter Miami comes in at a plus 239, Nashville at plus 119, and the draw at plus 204. Nashville coming off their second draw in a row, but looking good doing so. And Inter Miami coming off a big-time victory over Philadelphia in their home opener. I kind of like Miami here with the plus 239 odds, but looking at Nashville and that squad and that depth, I think they are a better team than Miami. Period. When you put those 2 teams on paper, I think Nashville's the better side. And being at home from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, my pick in this one is Nashville SC to get the victory and repeat like they did when they beat Miami in that first round play-in game in the 2020 MLS Cup playoff. So my pick, Nashville, to get it done at plus 119. All right, next game up at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time, the game that we will be live right here on Sons of a Pitch, an American Soccer Podcast. Next week, Seattle Sounders hosting the LA Galaxy from Lumen Field. This one, make sure you turn on that notification bell when you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any time we go live on Sons of a Pitch, an American Soccer Podcast. So checking it out, Seattle, LA, going to be a hell of a matchup from Seattle. The odds, LA Galaxy comes in as huge dogs, plus 380. Seattle comes in at minus 175, and the draw at plus 328. Both of these teams are playing very well at the moment. Seattle without Nico Ladero getting the draw against LAFC. LA Galaxy getting the victory over the Red Bulls in their home opener. Chicharito is ablaze right now. 5 goals in 2 games. What? Are you kidding me? The guy scored 2 goals all season last year. He has come around this year. He's hot. He's feeling it. I would pick Seattle on a normal day, but this time I'm going to go with the draw. I just got a feeling this matchup with these 2 teams are going to be fairly even. I'm going with the draw in this one at plus 328. Some huge draw odds there in this one. That's my pick for Seattle and LA Galaxy. All right, last game of the week. On Sunday night at 9 o'clock Central Standard Time, Vancouver Whitecaps hosting Colorado Rapids from Rio Tinto Stadium in Utah, the pseudo home of the Vancouver Whitecaps. Colorado Rapids come in as favorites at plus 106, Whitecaps at plus 209, and the draw at plus 270. Colorado got shell-shocked by Austin FC in their game last week, losing to the expansion side. Vancouver goes on the road across the country to Exploria Stadium in Orlando, the pseudo home of Toronto FC, and draws TFC 2-2, and honestly was the better team on the day in that matchup. So Vancouver, I see them getting the victory here. My pick in this one, Vancouver at plus 209. Great odds for a team who is 1 win and 1 draw on the season and hosting a team that has struggled so far this year in Colorado, at least last week. So those are my picks and predictions for week 3 of the MLS season on May 1st and May 2nd. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you guys hit that like button down below. If you're still watching, you better have hit the like button by now. If not, who cares? We'll see you next week, and we'll see you tomorrow night for my regular podcast episode 192. So we'll see you then, and thanks for joining, everybody. Have a great one. Enjoy the soccer this week. And again, don't forget, we'll be live for Cruz Azul and TFC, as well as Portland and Club America on the weekdays, Tuesday and Wednesday night. We'll see you guys soon. Have a good soccer. See you later.